Many people choose a Sportster as their first Harley, a good bike to start with, light and maneuverable, certainly by Harley standards. But what if you want a little more power? What if you want a lighter engine, but you don't want a European or Japanese brand? Did you know that Harley also made a Sportster aimed for the European market? This is a Harley-Davidson XR1200 Sportster. The motorcycle is based on the famous XR750, the most dominating American dirt trekking racing motorcycle of all time. Originally, it came out in 2006, only in Europe, Africa and the Middle East. Intended to compete with European brands, a little while later, the motorcycle was also released in the United States. Possibly because they had not yet obtained the brand name, because it was owned by a customs shop in that day. The bike was produced until 2012, and in 2010 the 1200X version came with better suspension, brakes and a completely black engine and drivetrain. The reviews were positive, but was that justified? First, the specs, and there's one thing in particular that stands out: 91 horsepower. That's quite a bit of power for a HT. For example, assume that a street glide with over 1700 cc, 103 cubic inches, barely touches the 70 horsepower. So for a Harley-Davidson it's really fast and relatively light. It's about 260 kilos. The competition was tough. The much lighter and faster Japanese motorcycles like the Kawasaki SIT 750 or the exciting Italian bike like the Ducati Monsters were much preferred in that day. But is this a bad motorcycle? No, on the contrary. The bike is full of power, unique, agile, and after all, it's still a Harley. The great thing is that the motorcycle has been produced for a short period of time. So the motorcycle has a fixed value and it will not decrease in value as quickly as the more mass-produced motorcycles. If you find a clean, title damage-free one, it will probably be an investment for life, and maybe this bike will be worth even more in the future. As I said, agile, full of power and torque. Braking is also very good due to the dual disc brakes and PV calipers on the front and the back. Of course, the bike has some weaknesses, such as it is important to keep an eye on the front forks bearings because it wants to leak from time to time. But that is an easy solution and that's not a deal breaker. In addition to that, the standard rear shock on the normal XR1200 is not that good, but that can be solved. This particular bike is equipped with Hyper Pro suspension and has been lowered. Do I recommend this bike? Yes. Do you want a Harley that's agile, fast, unique at the same time? Then keep an eye out for an XR. You can find these motorcycles for about 7,500 euros till about 11,000 euros depending on the condition, options and mileage, and whether you want to buy a motorcycle privately or at the dealership. Did you like this video or you have some feedback or questions? Don't forget to post, comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you the next time.